find something you enjoy doing, and that'll make keeping fit so much easier. Welcome to another video and another not great English summer's day. As you can see, it's pretty cloudy, rain's on the horizon, so I'm making the most of a bit of decent weather before that comes. So one thing I've been asked quite a bit is, how do you sort of maintain fitness or stay fit when you're older and it's easy to lose it pretty quickly? I find as I've got older it seems to disappear much quicker if I'm off the bike or out of action for a week or a few weeks with illness or travel or something like that. So how do you stay fit in your 50s? Well, the first thing is, as I've probably said before, it's got to be a habit. You've got to build fitness into your routine daily. The NHS and various health organisations recommend half hour a day. Obviously, you know, more is good if you can, or maybe an hour every couple of days, a couple of hours, 2 or 3 hours a week, making sure that you always do something. Something is better than nothing. So the first tip really is to keep that fitness habit going. If you've developed one, it's a lot easier to maintain it. And if you're not sure how you can develop that habit, you could watch the video, which I'll link down here at the end, about how to develop a habit. Another really important thing as you get older, particularly, is you don't want injuries. Injuries really set you back. They take a lot longer to heal as you get older, and time off the bike or time off running is time when you're losing that fitness. One of the best ways to avoid injury is to make sure you've warmed up, and I find I need at least 20 minutes riding easy, sometimes a bit more, depends if I know I'm going out to do a hard ride or a chain gang. I know I might need a bit more, a bit harder warm up, gradually building up to the sort of speed and power I'll be doing on the ride. So 20 minutes warm up is often a good way to make sure your muscles and ligaments and tendons are warmed up and ready to exercise. So tip number 2, make sure you warm up. Tip number 3 is, when we're older, you don't want to just be fit, you want to be healthy. Again, I've made a video all about that that's on the channel if you want to look at it. But basically, you need to make sure your whole body is conditioned. So doing things like weight training, yoga, calisthenics, anything like that is going to help maintain an all-round health and fitness. Again, if you don't do that, it's much easier to injure yourself, to gradually lose muscle mass and power, which will all affect your fitness in the long run. So try to build other body conditioning into your regular routine. Hope you're enjoying this content. If you are, please consider liking and subscribing by clicking that button down there. I know a lot of people who watch the channel aren't subscribers, and if you do subscribe, it really helps the channel grow, so please consider doing that. Thanks. Another thing is, people age, they tend to start doing sort of slower rides, maybe longer, but slowing down a bit and losing a bit of pace. But if you want to keep that fitness as you get older, you do have to build in some intensity. So every now and then, probably once or twice a week, try to build in some intervals into a ride you're doing, whether it's outside or on the turbo. So make sure you're building in those intervals to work harder, to develop that strength. Okay, so none of these tips are rocket science, but sometimes they're easy to forget. And if you put them all together, along with the next two, you should be able to maintain fitness you've developed. And it's a lot easier to keep it than get it. So if you're already reasonably fit, it's worth the effort to make sure you're staying as fit as you can be. So another thing to do, obviously at any age, is remember your diet. Your nutrition is so important, especially with aging. The way our bodies respond to food is a bit different. We take in less protein, we gain weight easily. So make sure you're eating a healthy, balanced diet with not too much sugar, and fuel the ride. If you know you're going out for a big ride, that isn't the time to lose weight. Make sure you're eating on the bike and eating well before as well. That'll make sure you get a good ride in, you'll recover well, and you'll be ready for the next workout. Morning. A few people have commented on the number of horses there are around here. Yeah, well, in the New Forest in southern England, they do roam free. Not that they were roaming free, but there's often horses around when you get into the forest. Okay, so another really important tip, and probably the main one, is you've got to enjoy what you're doing. If keeping fit is a slog and you don't enjoy it, you're not going to do it. So do things you enjoy doing, whether it's riding with other people, whether it's finding some hills, whether it's going off-road. Find something you enjoy doing, and that'll make keeping fit so much easier. I hope you enjoyed those tips, and I hope you maintain your fitness. If you've got any other good ways of maintaining fitness or things you do, drop them in the comments below, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.